And we're joined now by Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm for this morning's Legal Eagle, and we're talking about a bill going through the legislature right now. And correct me if I'm wrong, this bill would give drivers civil immunity if they hit protesters when they're in the road.
Well, that's kind of what the bill is couched as. And you know, it's interesting. So as we talk about this bill, and that's the headlines on it, and so I get the bill itself, and when I read it, it's kind of interesting because I think the title of it is a little more forceful than the actual language. The language says that if there's a protester in the road and the driver is exercising due care, then they're immune from suit. So, you know, it kind of reads to me the way the law is now. We all have to watch out for people in the street.
See, and that's what I was going to ask you. How does this change current law now? Does it change current law now?
Right. I don't think it really does. You know, there's always a lot of we all in this great country have our opinions, including our legislators, and one way to get them out there are to pass bills, and sometimes they sound a little more forceful than they are. I think right now, whether somebody's walking to the grocery store or they've got a sign protesting whatever, you can't just go out and hit them. This bill won't do that. We all have to watch out for each other.
Do you think that we will see more instances, because we've had protests in Nashville as of late, a lot more protests, but do you think that we'll see more instances where a law like this could play a factor, play a role?
Well, that's what you worry about. You don't want this to go either way, where people think, oh, I can just mow through this crowd because there's a law that gives me immunity. Totally not the case. You hope that people don't grab onto that. You know, a protester has to obey the law. They've got to watch out for other cars, not jump in front of them. If they do, they're going to be responsible, and that driver also has to.
Does a law like this show that Nashville needs to update its pedestrian laws, in your opinion, Jim?
Well, I'll tell you, there has been a huge spike in our office and all over in pedestrian accident cases, and we really do need to be safe for this town. I think it's really, instead of these laws, more crosswalks, better lighting, unfortunately things that cost money, but you got to have it when you got these millions of people.
Well, not only that too, but distractions on your phone, people texting behind the wheel. We talked about that before as well. Jim Higgins, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, AJ.